Now, we are going to speak to one of the authors of one of the books that is on the merch table. And she is the founder of Make Equal. And I also wish we had a skateboard for her to skate up on, because she's also the founder of the movement No Limit Skate. So I would like to welcome to the stage Ida Östensson.
What would you do if you had an extra 6 hours a week at home and up to 200 hours a year at work to do whatever you wanted? Would you spend it at cleaning the bathroom at home or picking up coffee cups after colleagues at work? No? No, I didn't think so. But unfortunately, that's exactly what we women do. The time that women spend on invisible work, at home and at work, adds up to a whole month more than men a year. A whole month! I'm trying to get the next picture, but this would not work. Thank you. A whole month. So what is invisible work? In short, invisible work can be described as everything that makes a home or a workplace a pleasant and a well-functioning space to be at. At home, it can be picking up things and putting them in the right place. It can be planning family vacations, clearing and storing winter clothes when spring is coming. In an office, it can be the coffee brewing. It can be the note-taking in meetings. It can be organizing digital storage systems, thoughtful gestures for colleagues, and so on. It is tasks outside of your official duties at work. And invisible work is often only seen when not done. My name is Ida Östensson, and I'm the founder and chairperson of Make Equal, a foundation and a business that works to create more equal, inclusive, and diverse workplaces. And I'm also one of the authors of the book, Everything We Don't See, How You're Affected by the Invisible Work at Home and at Work. And here's the book cover with the Swedish title. And 2 years ago, my co-writer and I embarked on a journey with one simple question. What are the gender equality challenges that persist in the 2020s in everyday life? And we began by conducting online surveys, and we got over 10,000 answers in just a couple of weeks. 10,000 answers. And what quickly became evident was the vast amount of everyday tasks that remain unseen and unspoken about until they aren't done. The Danish professor of University of Pittsburgh, Lise Vesterlund, has coined a term for the invisible work on our workplaces, non-promotable work. And she defines this as tasks that are important to create healthy and nice workplaces where people thrive. But take up time that you could have used to perform your official assignments and helped build your career. But why don't women just say no? We can just stop doing this invisible work. Problem solved, right? No? No. Blaming individual women is not how we solve a structural problem. Research shows that when women avoid doing these tasks or say no when being asked, we are punished. Perhaps unconsciously, with lower scores in performance reviews, lower KPIs, fewer opportunities to promotion, and are often less liked by our colleagues, regardless of gender. the collective expectations of women to do these types of tasks is so strong. I mean, what happens when a woman goes out and buys some fresh cinnamon buns to a meeting? Nothing. What happens when a man does the same? Oh my God, what a guy! He's so nice. Because actually the same research that I just mentioned show that when men do these types of tasks, it does not only lead to smiling faces amongst colleagues, it also increases the chances for promotions. So, when women are doing these tasks, they are non-promotable. But when men are doing it, they become promotable. It's also, in addition to the unequal reactions to this invisible work, studies shows that bosses are 50% more likely to ask women than men to perform these non-promotable tasks. And we women, we are 50% more likely to assist, to say yes. And this is all about the human tendency to seek the easiest solution. Because people tend to ask the person that they think will say yes. And there are social expectations on women to say yes. A tech company's chief operating officer illustrates this well in an Albright report from 2020. The COO says, "We have an annual conference, and those who volunteer to coordinate are women, even though we're a tech company where the majority of the employees are men." And as with everything, some groups of women are more affected than others. Even though there hasn't been so much research done other than on gender when it comes to invisible work, we know, according to workplace interviews and studies from University of California, that women of color more often are asked to take on these invisible tasks than white women. So when I say this is a gender issue, it's also important to acknowledge that we women are more than just one woman. And there are always more aspects to consider, and there's so much more research needed to be done on this. The consequences of double work is lifelong. Women in general are 41% more likely than men to be absent from work due to stress-related illness. 41%. When it comes to career and salary, there's around a 6 million Swedish crowns difference in a lifetime between men and women. I say the numbers again so you understand. 6 million Swedish crown. And that's when we look at the combination of income from employment, businesses, capital, social benefits, and welfare. And when we retire, women on average receive 20% less in public pension than men. The invisible work are not the only reason for these numbers, but it's part of the reason. Sorry, not yet, this one, I can't go back. So together with Novus, we conduct monthly surveys to measure how women and men perceive different aspects of invisible work at the workplaces. And it's evident then that women and men have different perceptions of who does the most invisible work. In our March poll, they only agreed on one single thing, that we do not talk about the invisible work at our workplaces. Yes, good start. Therefore, we are gathering new information and new polls every month until the very end of this year to get as much data as possible to raise awareness and to help understand. Because we can't address what we can't see. And if we could help more workplaces to make visible what has been invisible, there will be great benefits to gain for everyone. Now the benefits. There are many benefits. Here are some of them. if we are making the visible visible and distributing it equally, it creates a culture where all employees are encouraged to spend their time on what they were hired to do. Equal salary and career development is possible, regardless of gender. By reducing underlying irritation and conflicts that comes with some doing this invisible work and some not, we build a happier and more effective team. It prevents workplace-related burnout, which means reduced cost of sick leave and lower employee turnaround, if you want to go to the numbers. And your company is seen as a modern and equal workplace, which increases attraction. And all of this, of course, amounts to an overall profit increase for the business. And if your workplace want to be credible in the ambition to be an equal workplace, regardless of gender, ethnicity, and other factors, a cornerstone of that work is to make the invisible work visible and share it equally. So, what can we do? At osynligtarbete.se, we provide tools to raise awareness and to balance the invisible work at our workplaces. So far, the material most of it is in Swedish, but there's quite a few tools in English too, and more is coming. Let's make the invisible work visible and share it equally. Why? So that we have time to do all of the things that we are longing for, dreaming for. Laugh, love, live, and maybe focus and develop within our professions. And maybe have more energy to change the world. Because, my friends, there's a lot of things that need to change in this world while we are busy picking up coffee cups after our male colleagues. On top of being chair of Make Equal, I'm also the Secretary General at the anti-trafficking organization Child X. So therefore, I would like to take the opportunity to finish my talk by inviting you all to engage in one of the things that needs more ideas and more solutions put into it. A world free from commercial sexual exploitation of children. Because the groomers, the perpetrators, they know exactly how to use tech to abuse children, exploit children. And that's why I call for your help. You're the brains, you're the wizards, you're the experts who knows how to use tech in the best way to beat them. So I'm therefore going to end with a short film from one of our Child X latest campaign where we used AR actually to get people to open their eyes for this enormous and growing problem. Movie.
Så jag får ingen studiebidrag nu så jag är så här desperat efter pengar. Vad sa du?
Jag tycker det är väldigt kul så man kan göra det bilden.
Nej.
I don't know if I can. I have to go now. Bye.
Hey,
Hi.
are you Alice?
Yes.
It's nice to meet you.
You too.
You coming directly from school?
Mm.
Ni har en kampanj nu som heter Brottsplats där ni vill visa hur det här första mötet mellan offer och förövare går till. Varför vill ni visa det här?
Vi har ju döpt den till Brottsplats för vi vill synliggöra att det sker överallt och att det är ett brott där det endast är en som har skuld och det är förövaren.
Aisha Fukushima started this day by saying, I am sick of tired of being sick and tired. And I could not agree more. And I'm so honored of being the last speaker of this amazing day. So before we're going to listen to Aisha again, I would love us all to use our voices. Can you please answer me loud when I ask you something now? Yes. Are we women in tech? Yes. Can we change the world? Yes. Thank you. Tech is all about solutions, so let's solve this together. Get in touch. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ida.